Hi guys and welcome to another The Do Not Experience video. We are here today for another Kripp treasure draft. We did enjoy the first one even though the results weren't spectacular, and I will do another right now, and I hope to get enough gold to run another one later on, and I will record it and upload it as soon as I can. As I said on the YouTube comments, I will be starting streaming again with the new year. You know, festivities and families, they are not really comfortable for steady schedules. So let's start with this. Let's hope to go with a giant plan. And we have the sergeant who's doing numbers for us. We have the pelt collector, which can be really good because, you know, we will play giant creatures and monster. And we have the Indrik. To be honest, I will probably take the Indrik here because its ability to be considered a removal, and it's a, you know, a good card overall. The sergeants has been really good for us, but let's see what comes out of it. So let's take the Indrik here. Oh, giant is wonderful because we can play a lot of combos with it, like, you know, the Undercity that kills that touch to your creatures, then you attack with this and clear his board. Painter is good. There's this Sonic Assault with I would take in a normal draft, but this one I'd rather take the Moodmark Painter because allows you some cool menace combo. So we don't have anything really, you know, good here. The Sergeant is decent, and I will take probably the Pack Beast here because again it works like a painter, allowing us to go for lethal if we have to. So Undercity Uprising is the combo with the giant. I will take it. We have the Colossus here and maybe the Locket. Lockets are really good because they allow you to play it on turn 2 and have it a steady mana wave in the future turn, but I want maybe the Colossus here. The Colossus is not really a really good creature because compared, let's say on turn 4, compared to this, it's a 2/2. Point is, it's more of a later card. I know I have already 2 black sources here, so I may end up taking the Locket or just one of those. I don't know. Let's take the Locket. Stroke is one of the best card. Another Uprising is really good. The Centaur here is good. So I will take the creature in the very first 2 packs, and I will take the combat trick later on. We have the Golgari Locket here, or Golgari. I can make my mind about the pronunciation, would have been good, but let's take bodies first. So I don't like this one. Probably I will take the Centipede here or another Painter. Painter is better. Oh, it returned. There's this Worm here, which is really good, but the Sergeant is really destructive on turn 3. So let's start taking some Guildgate when we can. And there's nothing here that we really want, so we will take this one, but it's going to sideboard. This can be good because it's trampling and allows us to discard lands and fetch new cards, but in this kind of deck you end up trading a lot, and this one can end the game on its own. This is a fight, nothing here, so just this never happened. Let's take this one, but I don't think I will play it. Another Uprising, cool. Oh, Ladzav. So this is cool because allows us to copy stuff. But there's the Okran Assassin, which is wonderful, and there's Status Statue, which is another wonderful card. This is really good too, and the Lurcher here is really good. So I'm torn between those two. I think we'll take the Assassin, because it will basically clear their board, but this one, I think I want this. +1/+1 and then touch is not really good. It's good when it works, but the removal on instant speed is super clutch. So we got a True Fire here, another Garrison. So I will take the Garrison. Or the Mist. I think the Mist is better because it allows us to, sift through our deck. And we still haven't that many Guild Gates. It's a flyer. So, and we get another Status Statue. So I think I'm fine on the removal. Let's start taking some Guild Gates and stuff. Woohoo! So here we have more Guild Gates. The Glowspore Shaman. That's really good. Because allows us to let's this is some end game content that we can take, and the Gorgon is always good, but I don't know, I may be using the Guild Gate more, or a draw. Yeah, let's take the draw. Here I will take the Lurcher or the Gate. The Gate is better at the moment. Those are different Guild Gates. Okay, sure. Let's. We have already one Locket. Yes. A 3/3/4/4 with a +2/+0 is decent. We have a lot of green and white, so let's take the Guild Gate. So Guild Mage or Siege Worm. The plan is do huge beast and have fun with them, so the plan sticks. Yeah, we are just going through. The Painter is another, end game content, but I think 3 are too much, and this I may take it just because it's an uncommon, but I think I have enough in my collection. So let's take the Painter, even though it's not one that I will probably play in a 3/4. There's nothing here. We can take the Centipede or the Crab. Let's take the Centipede, because the +1/+1 is really good on the Sergeant. Another Locket, or yeah, let's take the Locket. Centipede again. It's at Locket. Junk. Revival. We have Sergeant, Centaur, Giant again, and I think it's what we have as the double color. So the real cards that we have in this pack are the Worm and the Dozer. So let's take the Worm. You never pass on a... this is a 5/5 Convoke that we are not able to play with Convoke. So let's take the... This is reasonable to be a for turn 4 drop, but I think that we will play this over that because it's a safer and faster body. You may cast an instant or sorcery card from your hand without paying its mana cost. Okay. Another Worm or another Locket. Oh, Stroke is one of the best cards in format. I didn't see the Stroke, or I would have snap picked. We have already 3 Guild Gates. I will take another and hope to get some kind of there's Deadly Visit here, to be honest. But we have 2 statues. I don't know if I want to go there and take the... the visit. The good part of the visit is that as surveil, so it allows us to fix through the deck. The Guildgate will probably return, so let's take the third removal. Oh, dead touch on this because of the Undercity Uprising. And it's a 3/3 flying creature. Devious Code Up. Or this is usually a +1/+1 or +3/+3 at max. This is good, he's a flyer. It's Convoke. And I already have a bunch of removal, so... Oh. I will take this one for sure. I'm tempted by the other Convoke, and I'm not seeing other Sergeants, so there's no need in taking more stuff in there. Dozer. Target creature with -6/-6, where Exinem a creature card in your graveyard. Nope. It's a good card, but I don't think I will ever play it over Prey Upon, Statue, the Idric, and Deadly Visit. So let's take more bodies here. This is wonderful. X-Proof is really clutch because there's no many ways to remove it. So here I already have one Siege Worm. I can take the second or the Lothet. Or the Revival. Now we have Golgari, Lurcher, then we have Giant and Centaur and another Giant. So it's 5 cards this can work on. Multicolored cards from rear graveyard, so sure. And we got the second worm. Lurcher. There's nothing I really end up playing here. This can be an endgame thingy, because you know we will be able to make our guys unblockable. Junk. This never happened. I take that card just because of the name. It's not something that you really want to play. So we have a decent curve. I may even think I will remove one of those. Blue-red, so we have a lot of red. 2 Painters. Saratok will go inside to Uprising, Status Statue. The Pack Beast, if I play 2 of the marker, I think are decent, but not that much. So let's see how much we have. 17 lands. As we have 2 lockets, we will go to 16. Sorry. Let's remove 1 plane for now and see what happens, and then we will tune the lands count. So 2 Siege Worms. We have a lot of endgame content. So let's remove the Pack Beast here. Let's remove one of the Dozers. And I think so I think I have more than, I have more than enough creatures. So I can probably use a lot of my Dredge with this. Let's remove the Centipede. It's more on the slow part of the deck. But I think in the very first 2 turns we are just doing lockets and the strokes if needed, and then we will go on the end game. I think I want to remove one of the worms, and we have 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. Deadly Visit. So Sergeant, Whelp. I think I may even remove another Dowser, because if I go Locket on 2, I can play Dowser on 3. I think I'm going to make this really heavy. And if I'm removing creature, I think 1 Lurcher can go. The rest is really let's say, needed. What I can remove here, this has vigilance, so I think I will end up removing one worm. Worm or Lothlet? Lothlet can be, how many creatures? 14, okay. So this will probably hit for 4 or 5 at max. This one is cool, and I wouldn't want to remove the vigilance here. And so we have 16, 18. We are on the heavy side. I don't want to remove any of the bigger, heavier cards. What we can do is maybe remove one of the painters, because we have ways to just remove threats from the board with our fighters. And yeah, so we have to try something like this. There's no key card in my deck, so I will just use this as the referral. So let me fix the colors here. We have black, black green is cool. This is both black and green. This is green, black. Oh, open one space for me, please. Okay. Watcher in the Mist. And these are, let's say, reds. So we have the locket that gives blue. So blue is what we need the less. So 1 is enough. The black cards. This way of sorting is horrible. So green. Green is our heavier color, while white and red are less on the splashy way. So we are black green as the 2 of, then 1 plain. Okay, this can be good. Yeah, this can be good because green and black are the heavier one. Sorry. We have ways to get the red from here and the blue from here, so we don't need that many island. We have the guild gates for the white-red, so I can even remove this mountain here because of the locket, and maybe add, because of the double blue here, I may even add another island. So okay, and the planes are enough because I have the guild gate here and 1 plane. I even think I can remove the plane on its own because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that requires planes, and I have 3 guild gates. So let's add 1 more swamp, I think, because the guild gate will give me the green. So let's add 1 more. So I know it's complicated by the whole things we got, but the point is that I wanted to have a way to deal with my early turns that are usually just me playing Watcher in the Mist and Stroke, so I need an island. I don't want to counter anything using the treasures. And the rest, this is more of a turn 4. So on turn 4, I suppose I have 1 of these 3. And yeah, let's go. Sorry if it took long. One of my good friends yesterday told me that there are fewer people playing this, and what I already noticed yesterday was that people were stopping embracing the chaos of this format, and they just were playing normally. I go first here. I can play this one on turn probably 4. It's a good end because the garrison into the guild gate, I have the stroke, I have the statue and the prey upon. But I think I had to get at least 2 lands to avoid, and then I pressed skip. Sure. I was saying I need 2 lands. I wanted to mulligan this because I needed 2 land just to be able to play properly. And I messed it up. I usually do this kind of errors. Sure. Please give me a land. Nope. Yeah, I know that I did a mistake. And fortunately for me, I am not tempted of countering a 4 drop because of this. There are so many combos in here. Whelp with Uprising, Garrison Sergeant with a Guildgate. That's why I was torn on keeping it. Give me a locket, please. Okay, land. So land, it's wonderful because we are able to play this one. Or, yeah, let's play this one. Next turn I can fight. Yep. I need a red, I need a... and a white. So next turn I can already go into Prey Upon, Stroke, or even play a Worm in a couple of turns. Sure, I can remove it with a statue on instant speed, so... I don't want to have him fight with this, because I can do that later on. So I will let him think that he is in control, and I can counter something and remove the statue if I need. If he's just passing, I will take the damage. It's not a super fast format, so... and he's doing nothing here. Okay, so he's thinking about... sure. He's tapped out, he has 2 mana for the eventual stroke. So I got a locket here. But I want to play this one, if I can. And next turn I will go into locket, into counter. Because this whelp will kill the bats. If he has a stroke, he has a stroke. It's okay. And as I said, Uprising here means this one and the giant are just blind removal. No blocks. So it seems he doesn't have any kind of combat trick because he would have attacked with Vernadi's Shieldmate. He can apply another Luminous here. Shade, sure. So the Shade I will let him... I will let him... this will allow me to recover the statue, the Sergeant, and something else, and the Uprising probably. So I can have this creature fight this one, attack and kill this one with a statue, and then I still have the statue next turn. So creatures you control gain that touch. Target creature I control. You don't control. I will kill this one. Pay green. So then I will attack with this one. And this damage will kill the Shieldmate. and then I can attack and kill this one on next turn. Or if he does something huge, I can statue it. If he doesn't, I will just lock it and prey upon killing something. Or maybe stay in counter, I don't know. We will see. He will probably attack here. There's no reason not to. And in this format you have to be wary of the red Barn spell. That's the one with Jumpstart that allows a creature to do its damage to a player. So he's using his Locket, yes. To gain 2. He will play a 5-drop at most. I can statue it or prey upon it. So multicolored card, this is really good. Plague Crafter, sure. I will let the Sergeant die. I will let the Sergeant die. And I can play, as I said, the Locket here. And so you have 2 ways of playing here. I can play the Locket, stay on counter, take 3 damage, or trade. Or I can play the Locket, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, tap this 7. So if I get I can play the, so I will play like this. This is an instant, so I can even play and attack and block and kill something. And I don't want to use this prey upon here. So I will just pass. I will let him attack probably. Yep. I will let him show his move because I want to counter with the stroke. If I cannot counter with the stroke, I will probably play the Siege Worm next turn. If I counter, I will just block this and statue. So it's attacking. I can just block. Sure, this is a 4-drop I was waiting for. So you can have another 4-drop or 5-drop. It's okay, I can statue that. Oh, perfect. So we could statue that, or revival to get the 2 cards. I will. I think I want to statue at the end of his turn. Next. Enter. So if he's a good player, he will attack first, and then he will show his real threat from his end. I don't care about this. It's just 1 damage. He will probably something that will kill me in the end. But again, on my turn, I will destroy it. Or I can even draw 2 here. Let's just... Nope. Because I can Disdainful Straw, I can return the 2 cards. No, it's too greedy. It's too greedy. So perfect. Loaded is okay, but it requires me to remove 1 of my cards. And I will do just 2 damage. And I need something. I can reveal here. Sure. So, okay, he doesn't have a counter, it seems. Next turn, the plan is to garrison Sergeant into something. Please do something, man. Let me understand what you want to go. Okay, so he did nothing. Okay, so let's go like this. I need a white out of here. And I have the mana to statue if he does something strange. Let's say he preys upon. I can statue this guy. But Bouncer. That's his name. Okay, well, I think I will just open the lights. So take down, we'll remove this one for sure. There's nothing I can do to protect that. So it's okay. Pass. And I think I will remove this right now because I want to be able to play something next turn. And this is threatening me for so long. And because I have all this mana, I can play Worm into Prey Upon if he plays something. Deadly Visit is perfect. So let's go Lothet. That saves us the need to use a treasure. Sure. You may say that playing the Worm would have been better because if he removes, it's a one more creature for this. But if he doesn't, let's say he only has lands in hand, this is a bigger threat. Sure. I will deadly visit it. Or I can, because I got the other land, I can play the Worm. So let's play the Worm here. And we will fight with the Worm against one of those. Okay. This is Worm. Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to 5. Is the safer play. This is a green. These are gonna fight. And then I should have lethal in 2 turns. I don't know what's his last card is. He's hanging into it and he has plenty of mana. Maybe it's a Colossus and he's going to play like a 13-13 Colossus. Or he's just enjoying. Oh, this is the first time I see this. It's a Colossus. There's nothing that requires that much mana. I'm sad for him. No, he just wanted to go all out. So, sure. He died like a man. Let's play this one. I don't think I have ways to recover the... Yep. Black. Sure. What a whiny sound it does. So let's use the card he knows about. I should have attacked because of my quest here to attack with 5 creatures. But I wanted to be polite and show the card that he already knew about that. So, hull 197, 96. This is decent. We have the correct mana to play all of this, and we have the wealth. So the uprising, it's really good when we get it. And remember, you always play your locket on turn 2, because it's the same mana as wasting one of those. This can be good because they can give, you know, haste to a 4-drop, and this is an horrible move. But okay, sure, apply your threats. So on turn 4 we have a chance to kill these guys. Green, whatever. So I will play this on next turn and then go all out in killing this 1/1. Against the mono red in this format, I think I am safe until I get to 12, 10-ish. So let's play a land. Al-Qaed. One of this is red. And next turn I can attack, play the Equinox, because I have the 4th land and 3 more. And he has to remove this right now or basically concede. I need a removal, but I have a draw outlet here. So based on what he does, if he does a big creature here, a 5-drop, yep, I could have locket into this one. I won't start killing the couriers, so. And I'd rather play the Equinox on turn 4 than saving the... Yeah, sure. Resolve. So he went 2 for 1 against me, and he even sacrificed the treasure. And I still have the Equinox on next turn. So it's 8. I will just draw. Let's draw at the end of the turn. 7, 8. I would have liked to have the Whelp to be able to play the Equinox. And I don't want to play this one because, you know, I want to play the 4/5 with Vigilance. So I am able to attack and block. And I can remove his threat if I need to. I want to draw something at the end of his turn, based on around what he does. So this I may need to full control. I need 1 green. Destroy target artifact creature and whatever. Submit. This I need to destroy. So it's lotted for sure next turn. Unless I get a land. If I get a land, it's Equinox. If not, it's lotted. This is not a land. So let's go here. Black. 6. This is still not enough. So the plan right now has become don't take that many more damage. Because as I said, you can have, let's say, a 5 drop into the jumpstart burn. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't have a mentor, so I'm fine. So this is 5 into 7. Okay, so 1 and 2. And at the end of its turn, I will draw with Chemist. There's nothing I can play with 1 mana. Oh, I can take... I could draw the Prey Upon and kill the flying creature. So let's see if we get the Prey Upon. No Prey Upon, but the Hindrik is really good. Because the Hindrik will kill this one. And yeah, Guildgate into Hindrik into... I may keep the Guildgate just to be able to discard to the Chemister. Sure. So yeah, the plan is still kill the Hindrik. What he did? As mana, so he can go for 6. Sure. Resolve. Okay, I should be fine-ish. Yeah, still haven't drawn anything good. And I want to play the island, yes. So this get manas, I should be able to block it. But I think it's safer because maybe he has a removal and he can sacrifice this, have a removal and kill me. So these two has to fight. Take action. And I want to play this to be able to Chemister inside. Because it's 4, 6, 8, and I will be able to play this one next turn. I should have attacked. Unless he has some kind of a nasty creature. The point is, if I win, I just win. There's no point in doing this 6 damage right now. Yep, and this is gone. I should have let me resolve this just because I want to see what I got on the next 2 cards. Discard this, submit. So I should have gone nothing anyway. It's okay. He didn't embrace the full format, and we got an horrible start. But anyway, you know, you lose sometimes. I think that it was best if I waited another turn and played the flying one, the astronaut, as I call it. This is decent. We have turn 3 into turn 4. So let's go with the plan of turn 3 into turn 4. And if this dies, we still have the revival. I think I should have been greedy. Nope. Remember, use your spacebar for this token generation because it's boring as hell. This is better than this one, even though the vigilance, because it allows me to fix my... Oh. So, if I go like this, and play the giant here, I'm basically saying if you don't have a removal, you are done. And you have a removal, I need a land to be able to play anything else. This is Vigilance, so it's the same thing as playing this. But he kills everything he has. He can have, you know, Deadly Visit, Strands, whatever. He can even have the Culprit. So many ways he can kill this. But at least it's a golden creature that I can recover with this. Convoke, it's okay. 2/4 Convoke does nothing to me. Just don't have Strands. Okay. So I can attack here, or I can be greedy and play the Centaur by tapping this one. So I will attack. He can have the +2/+1 and first strike. He can have the... Yep. So it will be 1 for 1. So, okay. My reasoning here, he can have the sure strike here. Block with this. This will die to the giant. Block with this, kill the giant. And I am left with 4 mana on board. The other way I can go is play the Centaur. That's a block against this Guardian. I will go there. Play the Centaur. Next turn I will be able to play the Equinox if I want. If I get a land, basically. Or eventually I will be able to play with the Centaur and the Giant. I just need one land. One land, it's all I ask. Because everything it's like 5 mana. Convoke, sure. So I'm in the same position as before because he still can have the sure strike. Please a land. Okay. So land means we can play Mystic here, Mist, sorry. Or we can, this is sorcery, so we cannot do any combat trick. I will attack with the center, and this one, this goes to 3. This is a removal, this is flying. So it's 4, 6, 7, I still need 1 mana. If I go like this, I will sort my mana next turn and will be able to play the Equinox. Yes. So let's see if I get the Uprising. Oh, Prey Upon is good. Mana is not I wanted to see. So the Prey Upon is really good. Go for the greed or go for the... So greedy is play Boros Guildgate into Prey Upon. Yep. Boros Guildgate, I will play into Prey Upon. Let's attack with this and see if he has something. Sure. He doesn't have the... because he would have snap blocked here. So he doesn't have the sure strike. Perfect. It was a risky move that I did just because I wanted to, you know, have him show his hand. Sure. I will hit it with this, or I can even fight with a giant next turn. I think it's better if I hit. I'll play this. hit it. We have a prey pawn and a whelp. Whelp is not spectacular, but it's a flying creature I can pay without paying any anything here. So let's go like this. So if I go into this next turn, I can 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can still prey upon into playing the Flight of the Equinox. Go. Okay. So let's see if he has it. Sometimes you have to just check for an advantage and exploit that advantage, because if he has something, yes, he will kill my guys and I'm fine. He just drew it. Yeah, sure strike. I'm telling that like 6 years ago. You have to just exploit an advantage. That's what you have to do. And I was waiting and letting him recover from his, you know, horrible position. And I have another flyer that he cannot block. This is really good. Lucky me, I want more creature in my graveyard. And because of this, he will be to 6, and these are 6 damage. And if he kills everything, I don't know how or why or whatever, I still have a way to kill him with a Lotet. Sure. So 3, and I will let this die. And the Lotet should kill him. So let's block. Seems like a reasonable move. And let's attack. And play the Lotet. More black. And it's 3 damage. Perfectly lethal. I could have gone for the long game and gone for the revival. But as I said, sometimes you have to just go all out and expect them not having the answer to your board. Ask 16. Do I know the name? So Disenchant, prey upon into Giant, Revival to recover the Giant and the eventual land. As I explained the other day, in the other video, sorry, going first is a huge advantage because you are the one pushing for threat. Obviously, they can just not play the same game you are. So they are maybe playing some normal decks, and then then it's pointless, whatever you do. So let's play an island here. So his big drop will help him pump up this collector. Ouch. My giant will have to fight with the guild mage. What's good is that I can trick him into spending his whole turns into tapping the giants. Red, white, purple. So he strokes right now, and I basically conceded. He will probably just tap this one and be done with that. Play a land, tap it, and attack with the Pale Collector. I will untap, prey upon it. Nope. Sure. So, I can play this, tapping the giant. And then I can use Prey Upon for the centaur on the guild mage. Target creature I control, target creature you don't control. He will probably tap the centaur in response and will do 3 damage to me next turn. Yeah, sure. This will give a +1/+1 here. This is a really good creature in limited. The point is that this limited is way different than the normal one. Sure, Drake. Oh, it says the same power and toughness about this, so I didn't gain anything. Sure, I'm lacking some resources here, and this is decent because if I play a swamp here, I will be able to just give this menace. Meaning that I can attack with everything. This cannot be blocked unless by 2 creatures, and even though he has some kind of a combat trick, again, you want to have you want to keep your advantage. Okay. What are you doing? Yes, 7 mana. 8 mana. I cannot count. Ouch. This is so huge. Every time I see one of those, I'm scared. I will block with my 2 guys here. Hopefully returning them with revival. So I need to let's see, I can attack with those 2 and see if he falls to them. It's 3, 6, 7, 8, so I will be able to play anyway this. So let's just attack with this. He will never block here. I don't think he will. If he does, he blocks the giant. Sure. I should have attacked with the painter too. It's okay. So let's resolve this one. What I couldn't play here. Resolve. What I couldn't play is if I get the something else. Let's save our treasures, because I can go revival into this next turn if I need to. Sure, Locket does nothing at the moment, and he can even burn it Sure. So he's basically dead on next turn. Because these are 4 and 6. He could have been at 9 if I did attack the previous turn. Perfect. So this will have creature you control. Let's see if he has some kind of a statue effect. GG. Good game, man. Okay, so we got the first win, the first pack of the week, and Shield of the Ram, horrible. And we are at 3 win again. I think it was 3 win the other draft that we did, and I think 4 it's what I needed for the next tier of reward. So to get to another draft with the gems. Good end. A little bit on the slow side, but we have a fighter into the Arboretum and a Locket, which will speed us up. And a good removal. Sorry, pretty good end. Slow, but pretty good. Sure. This is sorting hands in 2018. I just hope that it's not some, you know, normal Dimir with the enchantment, because it will be painful and will cost me 2 treasures next turn. So Surveil, Disinformation Campaign. So if he went Disinformation Campaign here, I would have been crying. Gilgate. Okay. This is not one of the best, but it's still good. So as I said, we go into Locket here. Whatever. Next turn we should be able to play Forest in to kill this one. Or any other menace that he, you know, any other threat that he plays. Flower. Flower is a wasted card, I think. Because you don't have the, you know, in Standard, you have the ability to get the dual lands, the shock lands. Here it's better for the flourish part. So this has to die. And I think I can even just kill it next turn. Resolve. Uprising. So if I go Hindrik here into that, I will kill it. But I think it's a little bit pointless. I think it's better if I just go statue. I will go to 11 and then I will be able to Arboretum next turn. Because I will have 3 and 4 and 4, 8. This is 9 still. So it's still Hendrik. Dozer, okay. So it's to play this one, I have to think on the long run. So I think I will go Forest now. Forest 4, 5, and one of those 6. Next turn I will have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So I think I will go this into this green. These two fights. Take action. I can take this one for this turn. And then I should have double block next turn. Sure. So if I get nothing. Okay. This is 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to play like this. And I don't want to save the lockets. So this one will be blocked by the Hindrik, and the elemental will block the dozer. If he doesn't counter it, obviously. But he could have the shock. The stroke, sorry. Obviously, he can have another uprising here. Give that touch to this. Have it, these two fight. And I'm basically dead. That's good. Okay, this is decent. I just need one removal. One good removal. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's 9 that I need. So I will play the Guildgate right now. And wait for this to be able on next turn. Or I can play Highland, Swamp. No, let's just go like this. So we have 4. We can play this, but it's just 1 for 1, and I don't like it. So I will attack with everything here, and I will kill this, kill this, kill this, kill this, or yeah, it's the same. No attacks. I mean, I should have played the island, because I could have, you know, Highland, Swamp, Locket, Treasure, and draw one. It's all. We know that this would have happened, so this, into 4 to my face. Yeah, tap all your mana. This is red or blue. Because blue, red. Okay, so this is target permanent card from my graveyard. This costs 8, this costs 4. So I will play the land here. 4. And I'm gaining 1 turn. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 6, 7, 8. And this one 9. Why cannot play this one? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's 9. Okay. As I said, I cannot count. And I don't have any other next. Blue, blue, red. If I sacrifice one of those, I can draw 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and one of those. Yeah, sure. Yes. Block. Ouch. So I will take 2 for sure. Resolve. Okay, so my turn. I need to do this. Draw 2. I need 1 Z. Sorry. 1 red. It should be enough. Let's see. And just lands. Sure. This is when the game says no, you are done. Just don't waste your time. Let's see what we get out of it. I know we have lost. Black. Let's play a land at least. Just because I want to see what happens. What are my next draw here? Statue would have been decent a couple of million turns ago. But yep, we are 2 off. It was a wonderful hand, but we were, aggroed faster. 1 more loss, and we are out. But as I said, I have 400 gems, so I should be good for another one that I will probably record later on. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please follow on Twitch if you are interested. I will be back to streaming constantly on my usual schedule next week. After the, first of the year. I think 5 and 6 will be my first stream. Sure, Hawk. So we have so many statues. And Wild Revival can recover those 2 and the Uprising. So we just need him not to play a 4-drop here, because we will be forced to remove it with the statue. This is okay. Giant, please. Or Drake. Still, I want a Giant. No Giant. We'll take 5 each turn. I don't know if he plays some kind of an enchantment on any of those. I can statue it. If not, I think I want to just pass another turn here. So this is something I have to remove. If I remove it right now and I get a Drake, I cannot play it, but it's a big, huge, horrible threat that I need to remove. Nope. Sure, pay something to destroy your stuff. Black, green. This would have spelled my death next turn, because it would have been 3 and 5 and 6, 13, so nope. Yeah, sure, only big, huge convoke stuff for me. I have to play this one too. This is just a boring aggro deck. That's not, delving into the cool part of the format. Oh, again. This is the target. Black. It was pointless for me not to use it, because I don't have anything that I can play. And there were a point where playing on this would have been better. But again, I don't have anything to do here. So still slow, still no creature. Any creature basically would have done it because of the Prey Upon and Uprising. Next turn I will be able to kill one of those, but it's a slow bleeding. Land. This one. Maybe this one. This one. Because first strike. So let's find a single creature. A 4-drop would be lovely. Yay, more lands. Let's count. No, we need a creature. We had nothing to play with. So I will go to 3. If I get a 4-drop, I think I have a couple. Or I'm just dead because he's a better player than me. Sure. I got nothing. This end was really horrible. Yep, you know, it happens. And I think people just play normally here. I need 50 gems to go for it. Let's open those two, just because. Maybe there will be some kind of a consolation here. The Cyclops is not a consolation. Consolation prize. Yoo-hoo! Wonderful video, I suppose. Okay, let's say the joke apart. I will do another draft as soon as complete this quest that I will do in a constructed event, and I will upload it as soon as I'm done. So thank you for watching, and catch you in the next days or as soon as I stream. If you like the video, please follow on Twitch. The description contains the link to this channel, and if you are casual here, subscribe on YouTube or whatever. Just support the stream or the videos, and I will be happy to give you more. Thank you for watching. Ciao.